When you alive. You alive. What up, y'all? What up, baby? Let's get right into it. Blessings to the gods and goddesses, Mama Universe, Papa Universe that guides and protects me, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, all of the above, everything that is around me, that surrounds me, that's within me, that protects me and guides me. Ashe, 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 ashe. It's been a minute. Mind you, this came out, what, 2019, 2020, Under the Influence? Make it cry like a baby, y'all. Something about that song, and then the rest of the year. What are you under the influence of? What are you under the influence of? Baby, yeah. What are you under the influence of? Your body like that. I had to go back into my space for a bit. That wasn't that type of that energy that I was coming with recently. That's not for human beings. I was like, yeah, we gotta back up a bit. I'm back. We're back. I don't know what y'all message is gonna be. That's why I left it as is. General, collective, welcome loves, welcome goddesses. Bring it up to my place. You realize it's something about that song. That song. I literally was carrying my phone. Aww. We gonna link up soon. There's a reason for it all though. We gonna link up soon, real soon. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. So, mm, I want to let spirit speak because spirit is speaking right now. I'm just not saying anything, but spirit is speaking. Um, let's go to the love card. We're gonna go to the love cards. I don't do too many love readings because my love readings could instantly become a whole different realm, but it's still love. And you just gotta be able to control yourself. just know that the emperor in me is taking not a back seat. The emperor in me is working in the essence it's supposed to work in, where I don't have to work into it as a divine feminine. So the feminine energy can just be. I'm not feeling these cards though, but I'm gonna actually see what's coming towards you. This is something you're not thinking about, but it's coming towards you because you're on a path of no resistance. Don't worry, I'm gonna retwist this bad boy up. Sure, go down. I knew it. I knew it. It's something about this energy that got me like this too. Past life, relationship, keep an open mind. And it's a new love from a past life. This is you. Keen on it. Y'all might be bumping that Chris Brown Under the Influence because that shit gonna hit. Mm-hmm. Keep an open mind. Past life relationship. Here's what I'm feeling from this. It's a love you never experienced because you didn't know yourself fully. This is okay. This is the type of love you receive when you forgive them for they know not what they do because you didn't know who you fully are or were. And as you begin to know yourself, this past life relationship where you've known each other before starts to blossom. It's so much of a strong connection where you would have to go through certain life cycles in order for you to be able to withstand the type of hatred that will come your way, so that way it doesn't sabotage it. So it's like having to do things that would make the outside world think again before they decide a decision upon themselves to go against you or to say something about it. Just anything that is not celebrating you. You have to step into a part of your craft which doesn't allow people to overstep their boundaries when it comes to you, what you're doing, who you're choosing, or whatever the case may be. Make you cry like a baby, yeah. Listen, you know what this is? This is achieving a goal, but the only way you can achieve this goal is if you have the ammunition to protect yourself, never having to use the protection that you have for yourself, but the fact that you are aware. It's kind of like boxing. The moment that you realize that you can box and you can use your hands, is there's a less the energy that is connected to you wanting to test to see if you can fight because you're not sure if you can, automatically just soothes you now to a point where you're like, nah, I know the power of my hands. I don't need to use them. The same way I don't have to use my words, so I'm gonna walk away gracefully, because anything that you don't walk away gracefully from or with love, you're gonna that's an instant um that's an instant manifestation between you and the universe that you want this lesson again, only for you to do what you're supposed to do. If you're able to walk away from a situation with love, that's going to prevent you from having to look back at it. But if you haven't stepped away from a situation with love and forgiveness for yourself, releasing the burdens, you're gonna have a reason to come back to it, to get to that point of releasing it with love. It's always gonna come back to love. It's always gonna come back to love. So let me see what other messages are coming out here. We got a past life relationship, keeping open mind, new love. I feel like this is something you're being gifted with from completing a cycle. From completing a cycle, something you're being gifted with. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. It's a soulmate. Someone who is your soulmate is actually wearing a false self mask. You deserve love, true love. The type of love you deserve is true, not deceptive. So this is giving me the vibes of don't give me subliminals. Tell me what it is. No subliminals. Tell me what it is. Oh, Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. Let go of control issues. Basically, any issue that you have with controlling a situation, because what it is that you're having an issue with when it comes to controlling is outside of you. That's all. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Allowing the situation to unfold naturally, a lot more is going to happen than you felt like you could ever have control of, especially if it's something that's destined for you. It is safe for you to love. Yeah, this could be something that you felt deceptive to yourself that you probably felt like you were supposed to do. But it's exactly what you were intended to do with the entire path that you've experienced. Heart-to-heart conversation has to be had. Look at this. You see that? Soulmate, heart-to-heart conversation popping through here. What's in the center of it? Let your friends help you. Your angels, spirit guides, ancestors are helping you. Ask for and accept support from others. Another one is a separation at this time with your soulmate. Give the relationship a chance. You saw that shit, right? This is not somebody that's low vibrational, though. That's not what we're talking about at all. Yeah, pay attention to the red flags, the signs of caution. You. This is not somebody that's a red flag, and not in that sense. This is not someone that's a red flag, and not in that sense where it's like the signs are cautioning you to stop and pause and look at the situation for what it is, where it could be the one. But when I'm seeing this, and when you see these two come out together, this is more so being mindful of that which you have to separate yourself from, because the one that could be the one is actually just watching you. They've been here the whole time, though. Finances and career reconciliation very soon. Chemistry. Yeah. See? The root of it all. At the top of the deck, you got love yourself first. Because what you're doing is when you're loving yourself first, anything that comes towards you knows how to love you without you having to explain yourself. Just keep it that simple. Let's see. Beloved mermaids. Ashe, 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 loco, alashe. Alashe. Wow. Pastor Miles was out of here for a couple of days, you know. I was vibing. letting go of what? Whatever it is that you wasn't accepting. Exactly what? Whatever is preventing you from going with the flow. This is somebody who went through this is giving me Perseus vibes. Doing all that he can to save Andromeda within 30 days. Communication from whom or about? Whatever it is that you're not content about, that you're not accepting, because these are the two cards. 22, looking at the bigger picture. There's something that you're avoiding when it comes to what you're not enjoying that you have to accept in order for you to switch. I just heard Will Smith switch. Inner knowing. You know this already, though. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. You got the support from your maternal spirit guides and ancestors. Whatever it is that you're sitting here over contemplating, because at this point it's over contemplation. Friendship. Go with the flow when it comes to friendship. Whatever it is that is bringing an end to certain core values. There's a ship that you're on that's bringing an end to certain core values that you're going to be highly grateful for. Just be spontaneous. That shit flew out of there too. This brought the energy the same way. What's written here is the same way it came out. Look up the significance or the magical properties of a pearl. If you're in this video right now, if this is already resonating with you, journal what magical properties you're noticing when you research the magical properties of a pearl. Can I have one tarot card? Every two I do, yeah, it's something you're not moving from. Why is that? You're juggling a decision here. So this is someone trying. You're sitting in judgment, so you're trying. Yeah, you're not even yourself right now. The more you try, the less you become yourself. The Emperor and the Six of Swords in reverse. This got to do with a lover. You're not being yourself about what it is. You got a lot of options. So the reason why you're not being yourself is because you got a lot of options. You don't got options. Your options done been run out. You giving yourself an option is giving yourself another karmic lesson. That's all it is. Pearls all over it. Ashe. Ashe. Vida. Sagittarius in the planet of Saturn and Sag. This is this card. Why is the Ten of Wands here before I even say anything? You tell me why the Ten of Wands is here. Something's coming back around. Communication is coming back around about something. Yeah, see, okay, when it this way. You're being granted the wand, which is right after the Ten of Wands. It's like you've taken all the 10 wands. It is the 10th month. This is giving me the vibration from the first though. It's like you've placed your power where you know it can flourish. It's like planting the seed in this sacred garden. That's what this feels like. Planting the seed in the sacred garden. Balance, reciprocity. What's this? Because this is that. This is a good card though. Jupiter and Pisces. Excuse me. Jupiter and Pisces. That's coming up shortly. 25 days. That's a 7. You could be seeing 7-7 for that reason. Leo energy, Cancer energy, Moon and Leo energy. You see all this yellow in the background? Solar plexus. Trust your intuition. Trust your instincts, rather. Trust your instincts that is guiding your intuition before it makes sense into your crown. Because whenever it reaches your crown, this is what you're going to manifest. So manifest from your solar plexus. Manifest from your gut. Manifest from your instincts. That's going to be an uncomfortable decision for most, to manifest from their instincts. Because what instinctively comes to you, you're going to immediately ask yourself how, which was never your place to even ask. You're only here to see the vision and allow the universe to do the rest. The universe needed or desired your vessel to be a part of this experience, so that way whenever an idea comes to fruition or when an idea comes to the forefront of your mind, the universe knows where it can go to actually activate the energy and bring it forth. Ashe. That's a big part of the reason why I wasn't doing lives these last couple of days. I was like, nah, this energy is intense. Let me absorb this and be for self, because I'm always want to be there for others before myself. I'm not doing that no more. So something about these lovers though. Something about these lovers though. We are in what you would call cuffing season. It's only called cuffing season because it's the season of Libra, which has a lot to do with partnerships. So when it comes to cuffing, you're going to cuff whatever it is that's in alignment to your core values. That's what you're cuffing. What's this? This came out, a leap of faith when it comes to, oh shit, there's something that you've been sitting on for a while when it comes to a business. And Mercury retrograde post shadow phase is going to actually intensify your knowledge of whatever that is, so you can bring it to fruition. Now, as I'm looking at this with all this yellow, you see all this yellow right here? You're being asked to move towards whatever it is that you have been sitting here overthinking. Overthinking it. The overthinking is making it a challenge. The moment you step into trusting your gut instinct, you're going to realize how smooth this is going to go for you, because it's not as complicated as you're making it to be. You're making it complicated because you're stepping into a realm, the how, that doesn't belong to you. The how belongs to the infinite creator of all. The who, what, when, where, and why. That's you. You make the wins happen. Even through the losses, you're supposed to make the wins happen based on your perception through the losses. Because the losses are only going to show you what you got to work on. So it's not much of a loss, is it? It's not. So there's a transformation happening for what I just said to even occur. That's why that will come out. Yeah. You got to let go of all the past hurts. Some of you don't even realize the past hurts that you swept under the rug. Yeah. Yeah. Suffering in silence about what you were left out in the cold about. And you thought you were setting boundaries, but you were actually setting up walls. It just puts you at a crossroads every time you set up a wall, though. You're supposed to know your purpose by now. Somebody got the word in their hands, and it has to do with their independence, and their independence is connected to trust. It's not complicated. Yeah, it's not. You got to just use the power of your action and your will to decide what you're going to do. Once you decide what you're going to do, it's already done. Because what you're decided to do, this is already a vision that you already had, and you're just saying it out loud. You're bringing it from the chakras below the throat chakra. Once it reaches your throat chakra and you decide to actually make a sound of whatever that is that's coming from your solar plexus, now you're actually bringing it to life like abracadabra. It's real simple. Don't complicate this shit at all. Just don't. Some of you here are going to have to leave certain things behind that you're not used to leaving behind here. I got 6 of Wands showing up, though. This is why your victory feels so tough, because you have to leave things behind that you didn't feel like you would have to leave behind, and it bring you at a crossroads. But this crossroads is also your karmic lesson. Reason being, because it's supposed to rebuild the essence of your love, what love is to you. Some of you don't really know what love is. You don't. You thought you knew, but now you're learning it, though. You're learning it. Oh, you're learning it for sure. You're learning it for sure. I'm telling you, you're learning it. You're learning it. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Two of Cups. These are all cards of love. It's like somebody knows they're over here in the realms of the high priestess, the one who knows it all. Intuitively, you know it all. Whether if it's masculine or feminine, you know what you know. But now this has come to the season for you to celebrate what you know. Celebrating what you know, you're going to have to be able to step out of, wow, this shit is not even a joke. You're going to have to be able to step out of whatever this was that was not in balance, that was keeping you in this space of sabotaging thoughts and was making you move slowly on what you truly desire here. Leo. Final messages. I ain't gonna be here that long. Balance your authority. That's the 411. What's the 411, hun? I got it going on. You know, I got it going on. Temptation. You're being tempted by exactly what it is that you want. There goes another 6. And there's another 6 hidden when it comes to these major arcanas of the devil and justice. You got the justice card out here already 2 times. You got transformation. Embrace the energy of peace as you're going through this transformation. Oh, this ain't easy. This ain't an easy crowd. I get it. I'll tell you one thing though. Watch the last live I did. That's how you would sound to other people. I was feeling real out of balance today and pulled out some cards, got the high priestess, and new spirit was like, why are you sitting here and moping? Do what you gotta do. Yeah, that's all. That's all. Yeah. And just be patient. Just be patient. Just be patient through this transformation because this is coming up right after this. See, I picked these up and this one still followed. This is always going to be around. Temptation is always going to be around. Embrace it. Figure out whatever tempts you. Figure out how to turn into your power. That's all you do. You want to sit with yourself for a minute, though. Yeah, you want to sit with yourself for a minute. That's going to be the most powerful point of your experience, that whatever tempts you is actually your fuel. It's the weakest part of you, but it's supposed to be the strongest part of you once you come to a resolve as to what that is. 144, patience with the authority. Things are being balanced out when it comes to whatever it is that's tempting you. Temptation is being balanced out, the balance of temptation. You don't see the light yet. That's interesting. Okay, and there's a tower moment coming, that's why. A tower moment where you're going to be tested based on whether you are exchanging energy to create abundance or to create lack. What's surrounding them? Okay. What's surrounding you is the eagle. You could have a Scorpio around you at this time that's actually helping you to see things from a higher perspective. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, Pluto. Yeah, definitely a high priestess because you got the high priest and now you got the high priestess coming out here. No, we got the shaman and the high priestess. So some of you high priestesses have shaman blood, which you would, but I mean, not necessarily. Yeah, not necessarily. Not necessarily, but it's coming to you now. The moment you decide to shed old skin, you was prepared to shed old skin. So, okay. So this is speaking of the different levels of a high priestess. You can have a high priestess that learns throughout their lifetime, or this is something that's just within your blood. I feel like for some of you that's in this message right now, this is already in your blood. It's already in your blood. You could have chosen a different life. You didn't have to choose to be a high priest or a high priestess. You didn't. No matter what you do, though, that energy will still exude itself out of you. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to this autumn season, you're being asked to release the old and rest. And it came out reverse. So some of you aren't doing this, and we're already in this fall season. This is bringing me back to that message that we was picking up before, where your fall season is your spring season. You're supposed to, whoever this is I'm speaking to, whoever I'm connecting with at this time, your energy is basically to do the opposite. Really pull the opposite of the current energies that are being presented to you. You can't move like everybody else. You're not here for that. This is what I'm saying. Unleash the wild within. The she-wolf. You're giving birth to something new. Not yet, but you're giving birth to it. When is this coming in? When is this coming in here? When is this coming in? When is this coming in? When you move forward towards the future. You're not being shown where to move forward because Saturn is still retro. So when Saturn goes direct, which is in around the 20s, right? Let me make sure. On the 22nd. 22, the bigger picture. That's why you could be seeing 22 a lot too. Your future's right in front of you, but you don't realize that your future really means for you to move forward. For some, it means to move back to bring it forward. But what's hidden is the fact that you got to move forward. So that's the message for a lot of you here. Your future requires you to move forward, backwards. Some people feel like their futures is behind them. No, your future is in front of you. For some, your future may be behind you because you may have encountered something at the right time, at the wrong moment in your life, basically. Ashe, hit me up, boo. You already know. Nah, you won't. Hit me up. You know the vibes. Now that Mercury definitely went back direct, it's still in this shadow phase. Y'all be hearing from me more via email, but gratitude. Just be grateful for whatever it is that you can't see at the moment, because it's going to actually help you to move forward. You don't see that yet, though. You're being asked to do these things, to focus on. I feel like when you're focusing on the future, it's because you're aware of your now. Focusing on the future is one thing to visualize it, but your visualization really has a lot to do with where you're at the current moment, if you're even able to visualize it. Because you may be going through so many things that can clog your mindset to even visualize whatever it is that you're seeing to come up next. Or what's to come up now, because next is now. Next is now. Next is now. Allow your imagination to run wild and free and bring love into the situation. I've been hearing that a lot today. Bring love into the situation, which is giving me Aquarius vibes. So that's show the world the real you is full moon, new moon in Aquarius, which usually that's Aquarius season. January, February. So if you're preparing yourself for, let's say, the next 3 months, yeah, that's some of you literally sat there and wrote your affirmations already for 2023. You know what I'm saying? So all you got to do is bring love into the situation. You've already shown the world the real you. You've already shown the box that you were in, the real you. And then showing the box that you were in, the real you actually stepped you outside of the box. And that's everybody's role. Present yourself as authentic as you have been made while you're in the box. The moment that you express that authenticity, you step outside the box. Not based on what somebody else told you, but more so from your own experience and what you have seen through all of your senses, or experienced through all of your senses. Express that story. You don't have to say verbatim as to like everything that happened, but some of you are amazing at your artistry, whether if it's music, poetry, makeup, photography, hairstylist, a personal stylist, whatever it may be, an architect, whatever it is. Just bring your divine essence to the forefront the same way everyone should bring love when they're in the kitchen. That's all. Okay, so my loves, that is your message. I will see you on the next live. I love you and take care.